And here we are moving on to the final question of logical reasoning drill set number 6, number 12, with our highlight tool ready to go. And we read the question stem first. It states the argument requires the assumption that. So we're just going to highlight requires the assumption. We're going to read the paragraph on the left with our highlight tool still selected, and we're going to highlight the literal conclusion for clear reference. Paragraph states, ancient civilizations often polluted their harbors with lead, which was used for activities like glassmaking and shipbuilding. Okay, that's just a statement of fact. In one case, the levels of lead found in an ancient sediment layer beneath a harbor were so high they could not have a natural cause. Again, just a statement of fact. These high levels indicate that the harbor was used by a technologically advanced civilization at the time the layer accumulated. Okay, there's our conclusion. Hopefully, it's rather clear. And I'm going to highlight what these high levels are for clear reference. So it says levels of lead found in a ancient sediment layer beneath a harbor were so high they could not have a natural cause. And that, according to the conclusion, indicates that the harbor was used by a technologically advanced civilization at the time the layer accumulated. This is a little bit more abstract, but you might already be thinking of an assumption if you are well versed in LSAT logic of actually there might be some other reason. Like our assumption is that there's no other reason that there would be lead other than a technologically advanced civilization. So we can have that mentally predicted. Thank you for watching this explanation video of logical reasoning drill set number 6 over lawhub.lsac.org. If you enjoy the tips it contains, please consider liking the video and subscribing to MyGuru's channel to be alerted when new explanation videos are released by MyGuru. Also, check out the description below because within it you'll find links to additional resources from MyGuru and additional full prep test sets of video explanations. In the meantime, let's get back to this video explanation. So, moving on to the answer choices, looking for our common reasons to eliminate of something that's vague, something that needs additional information, or something that actually we don't want to be true in order to believe this argument. We're going to use that highlight tool to mark reasons to eliminate, starting with A, the ancient civilizations that were most advanced technologically left the most lead in their harbors. Well, we don't need the most. So that's going to be eliminated almost immediately. It's a quantity that is not supported. Definitely, we need additional information. It's gone. Then choice B, only those ancient civilizations that were technologically advanced polluted their harbors with high levels of lead. So this is kind of hitting on what we were talking about. So let's hold that for now. Then choice C, all technologically advanced civilizations used lead for some purposes. Okay, some purposes. Did those purposes end up in the harbor? I have no idea. So this again would need additional information. Some purposes incredibly vague. Great reason to eliminate. Then choice D, lead is the only pollutant that ancient civilizations released into harbors. Okay, the only pollutant. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess they probably wouldn't have asbestos, but just for the purposes of argument's sake, man, maybe asbestos is there too. That doesn't destroy the argument if it were negated, so we can eliminate choice D for that reason. And then choice E, sediment layers beneath harbors have no naturally occurring lead at all. Well, no naturally occurring lead is not a necessary assumption either, and you may have just heard me reference this idea of the negation test. Remember that your necessary assumption correct answer choice, when you negate it, apply the opposite of the statement, should cause the entire argument to fall apart. So let's briskly take a look at choice B and consider the negation. If instead of saying only, we said not only. So not only those ancient civilizations that were technologically advanced polluted their harbors with high level of lead, well, then it doesn't have to be technologically advanced civilization that polluted this harbor. It could be some of the other ones. So through the negation test, we can see this is a negated fail, or potentially by prediction, we might have gotten to the correct answer of choice B a little while ago. And remember that when you're working through all of these logical reasoning or ultimately the reading comprehension drills over at LawHub, you want to be as consistent in your approach to guarantee success when you take your official LSAT down the road.